Hello friends, I am Madan Rihani. I will be talking to you today on are patients and staff in radiology safer today than 50 years ago. Let's see what did we have 50 years ago. We had radiography, the fluoroscopy. CT wasn't there at that time. It came in 1972. Interventional procedures using fluoroscopy practically were not there at that time. And of course, MRI and ultrasound involve non ionizing radiation, so we are not going to deal with them. Let's start with radiography. The calcium tungstate screens were used predominantly at that time in the X ray cassettes, which had speed of 200. Currently, it is rarer screens which typically are having 400 speed class, or even digital imaging which is also typically of the same speed class, so in a way 2 times faster or more as compared to the calcium tungstate screen. As a result, the patient doses are half or still better. And if we compare to the time before the calcium tungstate screens, when there were emulsions used in Ronjan's time, the patient dose is reduced by a factor of few tens or even 100. The operator dose, which of course depends upon shielding, has also been reduced in a similar proportion. So in a brief sense, we can say that patients and operator are safer today than 50 years ago by a factor of more than 10, or depending upon the technology. Let's go over to the fluoroscopy, the diagnostic fluoroscopy. At that time, the dominant fluoroscopy used was the darkroom fluoroscopy. Now it is the image intensified or digital detectors like flat panel fluoroscopy, which is done in the room daylight. It has better image quality. The exposure to the patient can be down by a factor of 2 or more. Exposure to the operator can also be down by a similar factor, and operator has better shielding of course now. The patients and operators are of course safer today than 50 years ago in diagnostic fluoroscopy. Now we go to an area which I have labeled as red in contrast to the green which was there in the previous slide, the interventional procedures. And in this slide, I'll be talking about the staff protection. The potential for higher exposure to the staff is there in interventional procedures as compared to radiology, even as compared to nuclear medicine and rather radiotherapy also. There are situations when the fluoroscopy time exceeds even 30 minutes, and there is no real comparison possible with 50 years ago. Certainly technology is better today, but the safety is really not as far as patient is and staff is concerned, mostly because of better information. For the same information, the dose is certainly down, but the lack of utilization of protection means by the operator does it have the potential to have higher dose for the staff. There are cataract risks involved which can be substantial. There are some risks of skin injuries and hair loss. As far as the stochastic like carcinogenic risks are concerned, they can be managed through utilization of better protection. There was a statement given by ICRP in April 2011 in which the dose limit for lens of eye has been reduced from 150 millisievert to 20 millisievert per year. That is reduction by a factor of 7.5. We had done some research through the IAEA in which we have published 5 papers. So one of the paper is mentioned here, which was published in catheterization and cardiovascular intervention, that is CCI, in which we surveyed the eye lens opacities of the interventional cardiologist and the nurses. There was a prevalence of almost half of them, 52%. Among the interventional cardiologists, and nurses had little less prevalence of 45%. There have been further papers which are mentioned here. So when it comes to the staff, the risk for eye lens opacity for operator and support staff is higher than 50 years ago. One finds it so difficult to find skin injuries among the hands of staff working in interventional procedures or X-ray overall, so much so that if one looks for color slides, it's so difficult to find. But there were injuries to the hands of the staff 50 or 100 years ago, which are shown in this slide. So this has largely been reduced or even prevented. So there are much less risks of injuries to the hands of operator despite higher use. But when it comes to the patients, the skin injuries to the patients are happening. They have been happening not only in developed but in developing countries also. The current situation indicates that a case of skin injury, radiation-induced skin injury, is filed in US court every 4 to 6 weeks, primarily 10 cases per year or so. Risk of skin injuries to patients in interventional procedure is real. Let's go over to the computed tomography, which was invented in 1972. It is one of the most beneficial imaging techniques so far. The technology has been improving very fast, but the usage pattern and extent of usage has resulted in increased risk. This is one paper which analyzed published in 2009 in Radiology, in which there was analysis of more than 190,000 CT scans done during the last 22 years on 31,000 patients. 33% of the patients had more than 5 CT exams and 5% of the patients had 20 to 132 exams. 15% of the patients had effective dose of more than 100 millisievert. So that with that in background, the situation from technology point of view is changing fast, so much so that there are developments for sub-millisievert CT imaging. This has been reasonably achieved for cardiac CT, and for other body parts it is a projected goal. So manufacturers are vying with each other on patient dose when it comes to CT. For the same information which was available some decades ago or before the multi-detector CT came up, the higher information is available these days at the same dose. So since higher information is available, the dose is more to the patient overall. To recap, we have talked about newer challenges in radiation protection where radiation risks to patients require continuous vigil and action. There are issues of staff protection too that cannot be ignored. Typically, more than 90% of the patients and staff are safer today as compared to 50 years ago, but the smaller percentage is at increased risk, which are new and challenging. Thank you for your attention.